My name is Sly Fleming. That's S-L-Y Fleming. I'm from North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. The titles of the book, I'm going to start with the first one that came out first. That's the Happy Husband's Handbook. The Happy Husband's Handbook is a book, to me it was for self-help. I was married and I said, okay, where's the book that I'm looking for that gives me to-dos and what not to do, how not to make the mistake. If I make the mistake, what can I do? So that's the Happy Husband's Handbook. The second book that we're going to talk about is No More Free Milk. And now, No More Free Milk, it's going to take, I love this book because what we did is we take a common phrase. When you say no more free milk, most people have an idea what that means. So we're going to take that phrase and turn it over in your head. We're going to change it so by the time you finish with the book, it's no longer what you thought it was. Well, The Happy Husband came out first. The reason that I made The Happy Husband, so once again, I was a young married man, and then at the time, I was running into other couples, and they're like, man, I noticed that she hasn't killed you yet. I noticed that you're still together and life is going good. What do I do? Because if you think about it, when you talk about marriages, it doesn't come overmade. You marry the person that you think you love, and then you move in with them, and then you're like, okay, I will wash dishes a different way. or, okay, we're going to argue. How is this going to happen? I want to win, but is it worth winning? So the reason that I wrote this book was so that we can have a way to digest, see some of the things that we're going to do, make it fun, enjoy life. It's broken up in a different way. It's not one long book because men have short attention spans. I'm one of those. I got a short attention span. So what we wanted to do is break it out and give you some nice nuggets and points through communication, excitement, going out at night. What are those things that's going to help with that marriage? And so that's what we did with the Happy Husband's Handbook.
Right. And then for No More Free Milk, what was your inspiration?
Well, No More Free Milk came after the success of The Happy Husband, and I was getting a lot of single young ladies and ladies talking about, what's for me? All right, okay, what if I'm not married? What is it that you're going to have for us to do? And one of the things that we wanted to look at is I had a lot of friends who, through my wife and my sisters and everything, and I wanted to write a book that had nothing in it for me. I didn't want any, some people write books because they're going to get something out of it. I wanted to write a book as if I was going to write it to my daughter. I wanted to say, okay, I'm going to write this book for you. I'm going to prepare you for some of the traps out there. I'm going to prepare you to be the best that you can be. So No More Free Milk is based 21 different chapters where each chapter has poetry, each chapter has short stories, each chapter has advice, each chapter has takeaways, to-dos, and there's a little part of the chapter called Pamper Yourself. And then we also have spiritual references so that no matter who you are, you can get something out of that chapter. So if I'm a person who says, look, I have trust issues, you can find yourself in there. If you're a person who says, I'm too gullible, you can find yourself in there. You can have the person who says, I don't need nobody. You can find yourself in that book. And so no matter what it is, you can find it and make it your book. And that's the one reason that we wrote No More Free Milk. When I first wrote the book, I thought it was going to be married couples. I started realizing that the book became a dating book. And because it was almost like a cheat sheet. Ladies come out, okay, he didn't. I've seen that before, chapter 6. And so what it is, the Happy Husband's Handbook is a good couples book. It's a good person who's in a relationship trying to figure out, okay, am I really being valued? Or is this a game that somebody's trying to run on me?
That's
what is it that I want to find out what I need to do to keep myself where I need to be? Now, No More Free Milk is a book that's internally focused. And No More Free Milk has nothing to do with the person outside of you. Because at the end of the day, for instance, there's a chapter that we call Body, Soul, and Mind. And body is is talking about being your eternal youth. Meaning, what does that mean? That means my looks is nothing more than a reflection of the work that I put into myself. And nobody can judge that but me. So the things about No More Free Milk that I love most about it is because, like I said, if where you are, what it is that you value, you can use that book as a tool to work on those things. And so I've had this book come back to me from individuals who've been in relationships, individuals who just got broken up from a relationship, people from domestic violence, which took me by surprise. Then there's also individuals who said, I bought this for my daughter. Why? Because I don't want my daughter to be misused. I want her to find self-value in the things that she does. I want her to find herself being that princess or that queen, or being the soldier that she wants to be.